All right, shalom, shalom. This is Brother Mashaba coming back at you with another lesson, joined by the brother.
Yasharalaba.
We about to come at y'all with some edification. But before we get into the lesson, we want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Second thing I want to do is give double honors to all the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. All right, so what we was getting into real quick is just a quick topic about abandoning the old man. All right, letting go of whoever you were in the world and learning to fully adapt and grow into this truth. Okay, because you staying in the same places, you hanging on to that old man, which is also you being lukewarm. And looking back into the world. All right, because you hanging on to your old folly habits. All right, you're not trying. Yes, we all, do stuff from here to here, but you just all folly. All right, you just doing this and doing that. You don't. You dang near. You say that you put the Lord first, but your actions show that you put him in the back burner. Okay, but yeah, man. This is Luke chapter 17 and verse 32. Remember Lot's wife. Whosoever shall seek to save his life shall lose it, and whosoever shall lose his life shall preserve it. And as the first scripture said, remember Lot's wife. What did she do? When they were running out of Sodom and Gomorrah being destroyed, she looked back, and she got turned into that pillar of salt. All right, and that's also, goes for us metaphorically, man. All right, she was what, looking back at Sodom and Gomorrah, all right, which is, spiritually now, basically Babylon the Great. Okay, so you spiritually, metaphorically looking back at what you were. All right, looking back at this world. All right, like how oh man, I used to love to eat pork. Man, I used to love to get linings. All right, I used to love this and that. All right, that's what you're doing, man. All right. So you had a precept.
Yeah, this is Ephesians. Yeah, let me start with this. This is Ephesians 4:22. That ye put off concerning the former conversations, man, which is corrupt according to his deceitful lust. Right, man. So we gotta put off that old man when coming into the truth, man. We gotta put off them old habits, man. Because like the brother was saying, you still got habits and you still doing all of this. But yeah, you might be, doing everything the Lord say, but you can't be 50-50 in this truth, man. To balance your wickedness with your righteousness, it has to be more righteousness than wickedness, man. You can't be 50-50 in this, man. You gotta put your all into this truth, man. You can't be 1 foot in and 1 foot out, because then you'll fall little by little.
Right.
It'll become a habit. You'll keep doing this stuff. You'll keep doing this stuff, and it'll become a habit.
I'll just get the precept. This is where is it? This is Ecclesiastes or Sirach chapter 19 and 1. A laboring man that is given to drunkenness shall not be rich, and he that contemneth small things shall fall little by little and little. So yeah, man. All right, just as the brother said, you looking back on your old worldly habits, that's that, you're gonna be driven to go back to your old ways. All right, and then it's just gonna come little by little by little. Now, you basically doing what every 2/3 does, but you just calling yourself a man of the Lord. That's the point it would eventually get to. All right, when the Lord, get you out of there. All right, cast the spirit off you, man. All right, because you're not using it right. You're not, really, you don't got a grasp of what you really have. Okay, you had a precept.
Yeah, this is 1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 2. As newborn babes desiring the sincere milk of the word, that we may grow thereby. Right, man. So when you coming into this truth, man, you're a baby. You gotta relearn how to walk, talk. How to do this, how to do that. Like if you ask any brother in this camp, you don't learn how to be a man till you come into the truth, man. You gotta like Yeah, basically those old habits, man. You're basically being reborn.
All right. You was done with that.
Yeah.
This is 1 Corinthians 9:26. I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air. But I keep. Hold on, wait. Let me stop right there. All right, So let me read that again. 1 Corinthians 9:26. I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air. And what we fighting? We fighting back that old man. We fighting back them left-handed spirits trying to put doubts in our mind. We fighting our old lust, man. All right, and I got a precept for that. This is Ephesians chapter 6. I'm gonna start at verse 11. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Basically, meaning them tricks. All right, because left-handed spirits will come in your head, like, oh, you can do this. All right, it's fine. It's just one little slip up. All right, you get back on your feet. All right, but then it becomes addictive, man. All right, you will go off, thinking it's no big deal, but then you just keep on doing it, man. It's like a drug, man. Okay, because you giving into your flesh. All right, you're burning lust. All right, so it's like a drug. You just slowly, get back into it, as the scripture we just read with the he that contendeth with small things shall fall little by little. All right. Verse 12, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in the high places. So yeah, all right, as I just mentioned, them left-handed spirits, because they come in your mind, as I just explained, tell you that, and tell you to go off, that it's no big deal for real. All right, it's one thing, going off by accident, we are in the flesh, but it's a whole nother thing when you go off, on purpose. You know what you're doing. All right, that's 100 times worse than just not knowing. All right. Verse 13, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. And that's where also studying and just growing in this truth, because eventually you'll be able to really combat them left-handed spirits that's putting doubts in your mind. All right, so that's why we gotta understand these scriptures. Okay.
You was at 1 Corinthians 9:27.
Yeah. 1 Corinthians 9:27. But I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means, when I preach to others, I myself should be a castaway. And what does that mean? Bringing your body into subjection, controlling your lust, controlling your spirit, man. All right. Hold on. Wait.
Con, man. So
All right, but yeah, so like it for the slight interruption, but yeah, man, you bring it into subjection. You controlling yourself. All right, because we don't want to be saying, hey, we don't be preaching on these videos, on the highways and byways, and then you go around and you doing them in secret, man. All right, you being profitable to others, but not to yourself. Okay, and you being a hypocrite. All right, but that was my point. You got a last precept?
yeah, I'm gonna just read this. This is 2 Corinthians 5:17. Therefore, if any man be in Yahweh Shai Mashiach, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things become new. Right, man? So when you coming in this truth, like I was saying earlier, all things gonna become new, man. Being in the world, even just the lowest of the wickedness right now is crazy wickedness, man. you know, just the lowest. The world is at an all-time high right now. You know,
Right.
so coming in this truth, you know, you're gonna have to relearn everything, man, because what this world is teaching us is completely false. You know, this world is teaching us it's okay to be homosexuals. This world is teaching us to bow down to women.
Right. It's teaching us that it's gangster to commit adultery,
Right.
to killing in cold blood just because you want a body. All right. And also, in that scripture that you just read, therefore, if any man be in Yahushua Mashiach, he's a new creature. You know, you got to understand, you know, because you can say you in the truth, you can know the name of the Lord, all that. But if you're not applying the scriptures and really living about them, then you're not a new creature. That's the thing. Okay, like all these precepts that we just read. All right. So you got to really be in this truth. That's when you're going to be, as the scripture said, you know, a new creature, and old things are passed away. All right. So you know you gotta walk it like you talking in this truth, man. All right, or less you know the Lord will catch you slipping and judge you. All right, but you had anything else? So we hope this lesson was edifying. But with that, I want to give all we want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, and Kakodash. Second thing we want to do is give double honors to all the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and a salutation to all of you brothers that are pushing this truth with both sincerity and with charity. Shalom, wa kwam yasharallah, wa ababa ball.
Blah blah blah.